My betting strategy using OddsJam. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Billy C. And tonight I'm going to show you my betting strategy that I've been using for the past almost 6 months now, and how I've made we're on our way to 6 straight profitable months. All right, so I want to go through the nuances, the details, what I look for when I'm on the positive EV screen. This is going to be positive EV focused, okay? Because arbitrage, we kind of know what to do, but positive EV focused, right? Because it seems simple, but then when you get on the screen, you're like, okay, well, should I bet everything or what should I bet? So let's dive into it. To kind of give you a quick numbers, okay, I've made almost $30,000 since I signed up back in September of 2021. Okay, November, nothing too fancy here. When I started this strategy, $326, right? December, almost 1,700. I'm not trying to brag to you guys. I'm just trying to show you that I've made money and it's been very good to me. Especially February was insane, $8,400. Okay, March we made 1,400, and in April we're sitting at now around 3,600. Okay, and got a couple bets pending right now. So let's go right to the screen. Okay, we're going to go to the tools. We're going to go to the positive EV tools. Okay, first and foremost, I want to tell you guys, if you have any questions, okay, slide my DMs, hit me up on Twitter. If you're interested in OddsJam, you're not really sure about what's going on, feel free to use my link. Let them know I sent you. Try their 2-week trial. I cannot stress to you enough how big of a fan I am of OddsJam. Okay, I don't work for the company. I'm just a very passionate user that wants to help average guys, regular guys that like to gamble, like me, make some money. Okay, so we're on the screen here. Okay, a lot of things to look at. The only thing that I pay attention to, all right, is the no vig fair odds right up here. Only thing I pay attention to. I don't care about the EV percent. I don't care about the recommended bet size. I don't care about the market width. All I care about is the no vig fair odds. I don't care what odds that we're getting. Doesn't matter. Okay. So in this example, to make it simple, and I'm going to have this whole thing in the description. Okay. So you guys will have it. R1 unit size is going to be $100. Okay. That's all it's going to be, $100 to make it a real simple example. I'm going to have this going across the ticker here at the bottom so that you can see we're going to go through this. Okay. So why do I focus on the no vig fair odds? Well, I already know that the positive EV screen is giving us all the plays that have an edge. They all have an edge. Okay. And I don't care if it's a 5% edge, okay, like we have down here, or if it's simply a 0.91% edge. Okay. I don't care. They all have an edge. For starters, I bet everything. Player prop bets, money lines, spreads, over-unders. If we're talking about soccer, total goals, I bet it. I make place bets a week, 2 weeks out in advance. It's got an edge. Great lines don't last forever. I hop on it now, right? Comes to baseball, first 5 total innings, total runs, as far as like over-under for the first 5 innings, I bet that. The spread for the first 5, right? Maybe Red Sox minus half run, first 5 innings. I bet that. I bet team total, Red Sox over under 4.5 runs for the whole game. I bet that. Hey, first 5 innings, Red Sox over under 2.5 runs. I bet that. I bet it all. Tennis, any sport. If esports is on here, I bet it. Okay. No vig fair odds. Why do I only use the no vig fair odds? I'm only interested in the fair win percentage. I mean, all odds are associated with a win percentage, right? So as you can see up here, this minus 101 on this soccer match, minus 101 gives us a 50% chance, okay? Now, when it comes to the betting strategy, this is purely my personal choice. It's what I can stomach on a day in and day out basis, right? So as you see here at the bottom on the ticker, I only go up to plus 130, okay? Now, when I say plus 130, okay, and see if I can find a play here that maybe is roughly plus 130. Yeah, so I mean, here's an example of plus 126, right, on this Nationals money line play for tomorrow, right? I don't care that we're getting plus 130 odds from Circa. I only care what the no vig fair odds are, right? So I don't bet anything that's plus 175 or fair odds of plus 163, okay? And here's why. So if I go to calculators, I go to odds converter calculator. So plus 130 odds gives us roughly a 43.48% chance, okay, of winning, right? So you'll see plays on the EV tool that maybe have 6% EV, but they're plus 175. Well, you have to understand that plus 175 gives you a 36% chance of hitting. Now, when you're constantly betting plus 175, 50, 100, 500, 1,000 times, in the long run, you will make money. But all you have to do is hit at above a 36% chance when you're betting at these odds to be profitable, which means you're losing at 64% of the time, right? That's what it should be. That's kind of the fair odds. If you can stomach losing 60% of the time, but hitting 40% of the time, you're going to make money betting plus 175. I can't stomach that day in and day out. It's just not my cup of tea, okay? So what I like to stick with is really plus 130. Now, if I'm having a great month, like I'm having a great month right now, maybe I get a little frisky, as I like to say. Maybe I'll go to those plus 145s, plus 150s, but I'm only placing those every now and then. But I understand that a plus 145 bet off the no vig fair odds is still roughly under 41%, okay? So you got to keep that in mind. So when I'm betting plus 130, the worst chance I have is a 43.5% chance of hitting, right? So if I'm betting anything better than that, I'm giving myself higher odds. So make this your own strategy, okay? You don't have, this isn't a concrete strategy what I have going across the screen. It's what I use, but it all depends on your risk tolerance and what you like to do, right? So an example would be, this Twins bet, you would say, well, this is a good bet. It's plus 160 odds, but it's plus 148. I'm not playing that bet. It has an edge, okay? But I don't want to play this bet because it only has a 40% chance of hitting. I've had plus 148 bets that have hit before, and I've also had them lose. It's just not for me. If that's something that you like, then you can tinker with this. So as you see at the bottom here, one unit, anything that's minus 110, minus 130, minus 180, up to minus 200 or above. I just don't see too many plays on the EV page above minus 200. I'll play. Also, my filters, very important to know. It's just the recommended filters, okay? Nothing special about the filters, just recommended, right? So as you can see down here, plus 145 on this Brewers money line for tomorrow, I'm not going to play it. I don't care what odds we're getting. I don't care if we're getting plus 155 or if we're getting plus 175, right? I'm only focused on this. So this is a play here I would bet tomorrow, okay? Plus 117. Why? Because plus 117 falls under plus 130. It's in my range. So I make my unit size, my bet, off of the plus 117 odds. So in the ticker below, I would put this, plus 117, I'd put 60 to 70% of my one unit. So $60 to $70 if I had a one unit of $100. That's what I would put. So if you have a $10 unit size, one unit for you is $10, then I would put $6 to $7 on this play, right? So you can take whatever unit size you want and adjust accordingly. One other thing that I don't do, okay, I don't care how much I'm in love with a play. I don't put more than one unit, okay? I don't care if you love the Dodgers money line or if you love Brewers money line tomorrow. You love them. I don't care. I'm putting one unit max. That's all I'm doing, okay? The other thing that I want you guys to know, this is a volume game when it comes to positive EV betting. The more volume that you can get, the better, okay? So I'm not spending a ton of time looking at this Yankees-Angels game and saying, well, Hard Rock gives me plus 125, FanDuel's plus 114. I'm not looking at all the other books, okay? When we're placing bets, I want to be above 20 bets a day. I love to be in that 30, 40, 50 bet range, and that's a pretty active day for me, okay? If we have 6 bets, 7 bets, we could lose all 6 or 7 bets, all right? I like to think as Pinnacle as the Michael Jordan on my pickup basketball team, okay? We might lose a couple games by 3, 4, 5 points. We're not going to get blown out with Michael Jordan on our team, okay? But that's based off of the odds that I'm betting with, okay? Okay, one thing that I want to show you guys is these are my bets, my straight bets, straight wagers, right? I want you to focus on column J. Since I've been employing this strategy, column J is very important to give you some confidence, some reassurance, okay? Now, in January, there's some months, 3 bets, 7 bets. I wasn't doing my best as far as getting bets down, a large number of them, Okay. But I want to show you a little bit more as we get into February, right? And there's a couple days where life kind of got in the way. I only had 6 bets, 5 bets. Okay. But as you can see here, on February 1st, okay, I bet $4,400. Okay. I had a winning day, so I brought back over 100% of my bankroll. So in the days that are in red here in column J, this is the amount of the bankroll percentage that I brought back, meaning February 2nd, I gambled $3,800. I still brought back 75% of the amount of money that I bet with, $2,900, using this betting strategy. Okay. When you have the sharpest sports book in the world on your side and you're constantly getting an edge, you're going to have losing days. But as you can see in the month of February, my worst day of the entire month, as far as retaining my bankroll percentage, was right here on February 27th. I still brought back 71% of my bankroll. So it's not like I went 2-18. But if you're only placing 5 bets or 2 bets or 7 bets, yeah, you might go 1-6 as far as a win-loss record, or 0-7, right? But when you're placing a large amount of bets, large volume, like here in March, right? Look at March. March is another great example. I put a lot of volume in other than on March 12th. Okay, a lot of volume. My worst day was 68%. 68%. Now, that's not me, Brad. I mean, that's not a great number, but that's to let you know that I got over half of my money back that day that I gambled using this strategy. So I want you to have some reassurance. It is mathematically possible that we could lose all 39 bets. But man, when you're betting with Pinnacle, the sharpest sports book in the world, and then you're betting with an edge using the positive EV page here, man, it's going to be really hard if you're putting down 30 to 40 bets a day for you to lose every single bet. It hasn't happened to me in 6 months of betting. Okay, it hasn't happened. So this is the strategy that I'm employing. All right. If you guys have any questions, again, reach out. Okay. Feel free to leave a comment. You know, if you like what you're seeing here, you want to get a little deeper in the weeds, you want to find out what I'm really doing. This is what I'm doing. This is pretty much the concrete mix. Okay. This is how I lay the foundation. But please leave a comment. Hit me up on Twitter. I'm more than happy to help you out. Not going to cost you a dime, guys. All right. And at the very end, I know I said it before, but if you want to try OddsJam, use their trial, or you're thinking about signing up, no idea. If you use my link here, I'll leave it in the description. You have no idea how much it helps me. It helps me so much. So that's today's video, guys. I really appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.